Hey there guys and gals, and welcome back to another Elder Scrolls Online video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks and my strategy on how to level up secondary skill line items. In this one we're going to be focusing on the Flame Staff, and it's going to be for my Dragon Knight, of course, because fire everywhere. And the key things to note is material does not matter, style does not matter, all you want to worry about is the trait. You're going to want to make the Carnelian trait, which gives you training. Sorry, you're going to want to make the training trait, which is going to be from the Carnelian. This one is going to give you 84% more EXP contribution to the Flame Staff, or in this case, Destruction Staff skill line. That nearly doubles the amount of EXP you're going to be gaining from using this Destruction Staff. Now, you're not going to be able to use it effectively on creatures your level if you're really high level, so we're going to focus on a better strategy to get that. So this EXP skill line contribution comes in really handy. If you can't craft one of these items, I recommend just going to your guild members or checking in world chat and trying to buy one. They're very cheap, very easy to come by, and researching it is completely pointless if you've already got it leveled up, and nobody wants to be waiting for multiple hours just to get this thing going. Now the next thing we're going to focus on is the Cyrodiil map. This unlocks for you at level 10 because it is a PvP zone, and you're going to have to pick a campaign to enter it and then visit one of your way shrines to be able to teleport to it. It's right smack dab in the middle of the ESO map between all three factions, and it is the main PvP area of the game. Now, there's just not PvP in this spot. There's actually a lot of PvE everywhere. There's public dungeons and quest hubs, and we're going to be focusing on the quest hubs. There's going to be one in the east, one in the north, two in the west, I believe, and then one in the southeast-ish region. I'll mark them all up here for the map for you. There's Bruma at the northern area, Cheydinhal in the eastern area, there's Velastris and Chorrol in the eastern section, or the western section of the map, sorry, and in the southeastern section we have Cropsford. The main ones I like to focus on are Bruma, Cheydinhal, and Cropsford. They'll be marked on the map for you guys, and the usual path I take to get to them all. So if you're a new player, what you're going to have to do is teleport using the way shrines to one of your gates in Cyrodiil after you've taken the campaign, of course. Then, in the center of your new gate, you're going to want to look for a Tranzcendent shrine. It's going to be usually in a centered area looking pretty like this, and you're going to hop off your mount, take the Tranzcendent shrine to the nearest fort or keep that you have near one of the main quest hubs. I'm going to be going to Cheydinhal since we own Farragut Keep and it is right next to it. So let's go ahead and teleport to Farragut Keep and start running over there while I spitball some of these tips and tricks at you guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to first equip the weapon that we want to level up, or items we want to level up, on ourselves. And since we're doing a weapon for this particular one, we don't want to be killing anything with that main weapon, so we're going to equip it in our secondary slot, which unlocks for you at level 15. And don't worry, if you haven't unlocked that secondary slot yet, you won't really have to worry about that too much. It's just an extra step you're going to have to do to make the EXP gains for that item much more viable, and I'll get to that when we actually get to the quest turn-in phase. So while we're running over there, let me point out a couple things. You're only going to get EXP for that skill line if you've either got skills on the tree that you're currently using, or the weapon is currently equipped and you are using it. So you have to be actively wielding the item to get EXP contribution for it. Same with armor. You actually have to be wearing the armor to get the EXP for that tier. And a lot of people don't realize this, but your skill line actually levels up much faster if you have skills from that line on your hotbar. So if you actually take skills from the Destruction Staff tree and put it in your hotbar, you're going to get a tremendous amount of EXP boost to that skill line. The more, I believe that the more skills you have on the bar, the more EXP you'll get. I haven't tested this too thoroughly, but I'll show you a little bit later in the video here that once you do that, you do get a ton more EXP. You get a little bit if you don't do it and you just have the weapon out, but you get so much more if you do actually put the skills on the bars. So here I'm going to show you what the quest givers actually kind of look like in these zones. So you can see a little bit of hostile territories, not too big of a deal, but we're going to hop in here. We're going to try to equip our new weapon, but we're in combat, so it's not really going to work. Let's wait till we hop out of combat here, and then we'll be good to go. Let's see. Nope, not out of combat yet. And there we go. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and talk to our first quest giver. just really no true worries. You're going to be doing this so much, just go ahead and accept the quest and move on, and you'll see once we take these two quests that the quest completion area is actually very close to each other, and the quests are very easy. So if you take a look, we have to collect an heirloom and we have to rescue some prisoners, and they are right there. Just a quick trip across the bridge and we've got it taken care of. Now, a little thing to note when you're here in Cyrodiil is that this is a PvP area, so keep an eye out for friendlies or hostiles in this area, and you might want to help them when time comes. So if you take a look there, we've got a little friendly guy. He's not going to bother us at all, and we're not going to bother him. But if we do have a hostile in the area, make sure you're prepared to either fight them or get the hell out of there. There we go. One quest already complete. We got an heirloom. Let's hoppity hop on over, and you can see the rescue prisoner guys are right here. Don't know why they just don't book it as soon as, all the hostiles leave, but more power to them for being lazy and needing help all the time. So let's go ahead and mount back up and shimmy on over to the quest givers. Now you can see we're at level 10 with no EXP on the destruction staff. So if we go ahead and turn this quest in, you want to make sure that you don't have your primary weapon out. As you can see, I've got my sword out right now. We want to switch this out to the destruction staff and then turn the quest in. So we've got the destruction staff out with no destruction staff abilities on our hotbar. Turn the quest in and let's take a look. We got almost a full level from level 10 to 11 for just having the destruction staff out. Now, that's not too great, but it's not awful either. One quest for almost a level, but let's go ahead and put points into two of our abilities here. We're just going to do Destructive Touch and Wall of Elements, and I'm going to replace them with a couple of random abilities on my bar. Let's throw that out, and let's throw that one out. Nobody needs that. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, pretty fire. Alright, so, no distractions. Let's go. If we turn the quest in now, you'll see we'll get a metric shit ton more EXP. I'm not even kidding. Now let's take a look at how much EXP we got. We got from level 11 to 12 to 13 and a half for just putting those two skills on our bar, and our Destructive Touch got 4 levels in that process, and Wall of Elements got all the way to rank 3, almost to rank 4. And as you can see, 2 new quests have already popped up, so you can go ahead and pick those 2 quests up and go back out there. There's about 8 to 12 quests, I believe, maybe 16 in some areas in each zone, so just pick them all up, run through, and get them done.